So, I know a lot of people are probably freaking out now about both Shofu going down, Hayden getting some strikes, and possibly going down soon. Don't worry about it for now. We're working on getting those strikes taken away. It's all false DMCA. None of it is legitimate strikes from Game Freak or Nintendo. It's all just fucking retards just being like, oh, I'm gonna hate on these people for being good or whatever. So, you know, it's all false. We're working on it. If any partner channel goes down because of these false DMCAs, they will be back eventually, so don't worry about it. There just might be a small lapse of content from certain people, but just for now, just chill out. It'll all blow over eventually. Just saying. But anyways, hey guys, wow, we got a match here today against devehlop with an H randomly there. But it's a UU match because I was in the mood for UU, and I'm using that one team I used on my one PO video, or not PO, my Showdown video. Why do I say PO still? But in my Showdown video, if you didn't watch it, then fucking whatever. I'm not even going to explain the team, you'll see it when we go in. But he's got a fairly standard UU team, so actually it should be a fairly good matchup. Like, the only thing that's out of place is the Umbreon. Otherwise, then he's got two steel types, so I can understand how that works, but threats on his end, I really don't like that double steel core, honestly enough. Like, I can handle it somewhat, but he's got good synergy to keep them alive, so I just got to make sure I can get rid of them, and then a lot of my Pokemon should have free reign, so that's kind of the game plan there, because after that, I mean, and then Zapdos will also be a little bit annoying, because it's Zapdos, but leads on his end, I thought he would just lead with one of his steel types, maybe his Flygon, so I thought maybe Victini should be the best, because otherwise I can deal with Flygon just fine, but he actually leads with the Umbreon. I don't want to take a hit, and I don't want to rely on like Focus Blast or V-Create, so I'm just going to go straight out to Cobalion, and he's going to go straight for the payback, knowing he can take any hit, and I get the Justified boost. Not really going to be able to abuse it though, as you'll see in a bit, but I figure let's just go for Stealth Rocks right now. He doesn't have a spinner, so I'd rather just get him up. If he brings in the Zapdos, I really don't give a fuck, so I'm just going to Paralyze it, because I figured he might overpredict, or I should be able to at least take one hit, but he is actually going to go for the Roar, just because he figured I would switch and he wants to just shuffle around my team, see what's going on. But he roars me into Blastoise, so it's really not good for me. So I'm going to go out to Flygon because I figure he's just going to Thunderbolt. But he actually goes out to Bronzong, figuring he can, well, predict my switch and then get the rocks up, I guess, is probably what he was assuming. So just going to go for a U-turn just to make sure he's staying in, and then I get a good idea of what he's going to do, because I know he's probably going to just go for Stealth Rocks. So I can get in Victini for free right now and then just spin away the rocks later, and we'll figure it out from there. But just going to go for the V-Create just because it's safe. It'll hit all of his guys hard, but it, like if, for example, it doesn't kill the Flygon, and it won't kill his fucking Azumarill, but it does a huge chunk to that Flygon. I wish I could stay in for another, but there's no way I can stay in for another, so I'm going to go to Blastoise, because I know this can take an Earthquake or an Outrage, just in case he predicts my switch, but he's actually going to go for the Roost, revealing that he is most likely some kind of, well, I mean, Flygon's obviously offensive, but he's some Life Orb set. I don't know if he's special or fully physical yet, so, well, mixed special, rather, but, he's getting out to Registeel, knowing he can probably stall me out, because, whatever, but I just go for Rapid Spin, because I just want to get the rocks away, because then that'll help out my Honchkrow and my Victini, so, just gonna go for Scald, trying to score a burn, because that'll just make this Registeel a bit easier to deal with, but he's actually gonna score the Toxic on me, which is why he brought it in, because he knows he can outstall me, and all that fun stuff, but he's gonna actually have Toxic Protect, and then Seismic Toss, as you'll see in a second. So, I don't really know what his fourth move is, but I'm assuming that it's... I actually don't have any assumptions, because, let's see, you'll see that... I think you see the Seismic Toss right here. Yep, I do not score a single burn with these Scalds, and it's like, wow, really? This is just great, you know? But now I know, for the most part, I should be able to potentially switch in Victini eventually, because I get down to this point, and I'm like, okay, he's probably going to Protect here, because that's kind of the trend I've been looking at. So, going to Victini, and I do carry the Focus Blast on this thing, so... I want to try and Focus Blast instead of going for the V-Create right off the bat, because I thought he might go out to like his Azumarill or the Flygon. Well, then again, I could have killed Flygon, but I just decided to go for Focus Blast. But then here, I decided just to go for V-Create, because I was like, nah, fuck it, I'll hit everything hard anyways, so might as well just go for it, right? So I go for it, and Zapdos actually is able to go down, which makes me believe he might actually just be a special set, because this Victini does not have any attack investment, so that is actually a really good hit. Like, I'm really surprised at the amount of damage Victini does this entire match, as you'll see later. But he's going to bring in Azumarill. I do not want Victini to take any hits. I'm just going to go straight to Amoonguss. Even if he predicts it, Amoonguss really is going to be that useful in this match, so I'd rather, you know, have this die to Azumarill than Victini, but I'm going to just go for Spore, since he is locked into Aqua Jet, and he knows he's going to switch, and if he brings in either of his Steel types, that's really good, because getting those just crippled is great. But I know here, he's probably just gonna either stay in or just kill sleep turns, or he's going to switch out to something that can kill Among Us, which most of his guys that can kill Among Us I can deal with Victini. But yeah, just go for Focus Blast, because I knew he would probably switch. It does a lot to Zero. It doesn't do quite enough to take it out, so I'm going to have to switch out. Go into Kabalion, actually predicting Ice Punch, predicting him to predict Among Us, but he's just going to go for Aqua Jet, which I knew I could take either way, because I am a defensive Kabalion, so that works out for me. But now he's going to go into Bronzong, and I'm just going to go for the Secret Sword, or Sacred Sword rather, not Secret, but Sacred Sword, just to get some damage off on whatever wants to come in, because as it stands now, all of his guys would not appreciate a fighting move, so I'm just free to keep going for those. It's actually doing a bit of damage, and his Earthquakes aren't doing too much to me either. So the fact since I outspeed means I should be able to take him down before he takes me down, so that'll be kind of nice. I'm just going to keep going for the Sacred Swords. He's actually going to predict me to switch out to like Honchkrow right there, because, you know, I'm not doing too much damage, and he probably just predicted me to predict the Earthquake, so, you know, that kind of makes sense there. But he's just going to go for another Earthquake, and at this point, since I did get that turn where he Gyro Balled instead of going for the Earthquake, definitely I'm going to take him down before he takes me down, so that'll work out good for me. He doesn't actually take the opportunity to get Stealth Rocks at any point during this little exchange, but I guess he felt like they may not be as important, but actually they really, I mean, they could have made a factor coming up, but really they wouldn't have made a huge factor, so able to live another Earthquake, and then I'll just take him out with the Sacred Sword, and that'll be kind of nice, because Bronzong is down. That'll give actually a bit more rain to Flygon, and that'll be kind of nice too, because Flygon, or Outrage is nice. But he goes into his own Flygon, and I do not want to take anything with any of my other Pokemon. I don't really value Kabalion as much anymore, even though he had that Umbreon, which means I should have kept Kabalion, which is kind of a dumb play, but I felt like Honchkrow should be able to deal with it well enough, but he's going to actually go for Fire Punch here, and I'm like, okay, I can live it, because he didn't want to get locked in Outrage just yet, because he's weird like that, but I actually get critted by Fire Punch, which did matter, because, I mean, even though Honchkrow has shitty-ass defenses, it still should have been able to live a fucking Fire Punch, you know, and I would have killed him with Brave Bird most likely, and then Recoil would have been a different subject. But anyways, going into my own Flygon, I figure, okay, he's probably going to switch out to his Registeel predicting the Outrage, or even his Umbreon, so I decided to go for the U-turn, but then I got to Blastoise, because I wanted to just let that die. But then going to Flygon again, I thought maybe U-turn will take it out this time, but no, it actually doesn't, which I was like, wow, why am I being stupid? But also I didn't really want to be locked into Outrage, so that was kind of why too. So I'd rather my Among Us take damage than me be locked in Outrage against a Registeel like that. So he's going to go into Umbreon. I do not want Among Us in, because I know it can't take on that thing for shit. Going to Flygon, who I'm like, okay, this is probably my best chance to weaken it for Victini, so I'm just going to go for the Earthquake and not lock myself in Outrage because Registeel's still around. But he went for the Wish, tried to pass it to Azumarill, but no luck there, and I just take him out with Earthquake. But now he's going to go into Umbreon. I'm like, okay, Earthquake, I need you to just destroy this Umbreon. And it does a good chunk, so that works out well. But he goes for a payback, and he's actually deciding just to hit me and not stall out. And he actually scores a crit there, not too huge of a deal, just because I really don't care about this Flygon anymore, because I get him low enough, so either another Earthquake would have taken him out if I somehow lived, but I don't live because of that crit, and but otherwise I can just go into Victini, and a V-Create will take him out, so he just decided to say, fuck stalling, it's not worth it, you know, because I still would be able to probably get the advantage, because V-Create would still probably do lots of this Umbreon, so, I don't know. Eventually, while I Earthquaked, I probably would have been able to get him in range of V-Create anyways. But now he's going to go into Registeel. Since I know he has that one turn to sleep, I can V-Create right here, hopefully take him out. But I don't quite take him out, but that still does a lot considering no attack investment, and it's a Registeel, you know? But, going to go for another V-Create, because I'm, like, what I should have done here is gone out to Among Us, just so I can switch back in Victini without the -4 speed, because I thought maybe he'd have a chance to outspeed me, but I was figuring he wouldn't. And he has no chance to outspeed me right there, so I do just take him out, so the risk wasn't really a risk after all, so that'll take him out, and that'll be the match. So, good game, develop with a random H. Yeah, that was a fun game. So, yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. Let's see, I'll have to actually record an LP part right after I record this. So, that's gonna kind of suck. But, yeah, hope you guys enjoyed, etc., such a fucking blah. Rate, comment, sub, and later, guys.